Hey, owner builders, I've got another owner builder here today, Brian. He's a member of our group. And Brian and I went through a cost analysis last week, and it took a couple hours. But Brian has a terrific building site with a beautiful view, and he's been designing his house. And so he's gone with me to this analysis using the software in order to get a handle on the cost. So I'm bringing Brian on to kind of give you his perception of the analysis and what has changed or not. So Brian, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Larry. Appreciate it, and appreciate your taking me through the program to get a better understanding of the cost associated with building the house I've been slowly designing.
Yeah, it's so exciting. The design session is really cool because it's you go into greater depth than you ever thought you could. But let me ask you this: what did you learn about the design of your house by going through the cost analysis?
Well, one thing I learned as you drill down, you go through multiple layers, you begin to realize just how many areas, how many decisions you're going to have to make through the process as you get to brass tacks, as they say. And so that was kind of eye-opening. Also, just getting a better handle on what the costs are for particular areas. And that was also very helpful as I get closer to, I'm in the process of actually finding an architect to kind of put together the ideas that I've been constructing. But so now I have something that gives me a more clear understanding of what my costs will be.
Well, yeah, so this is like the overview stage. After doing the cost analysis, at this stage, are you thinking about making any changes in your design?
I am thinking about it. I have questions for the architect. I think one thing I mentioned is I feel like I don't need as large of a basement, and that's an area I might be able to save some money. And it kind of, like I said, it kind of just helped me understand how the money is allocated in particular areas. You know, as we went through it, I'm talking about doing potentially ICF construction. And, you know, I'm going to want to get things costed out in that direction as well as stick build. But yeah, like I said, it kind of just opened my eyes, and I'm going to have more questions for the architect and maybe even some questions as I interview architects potentially to hire for the job.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, at this stage, getting a handle on the costs, it really, it's hard to do unless you have a software system like this. And then once you go with the architect, you'll have more of a permanent view of what you're actually going to build. And then you can take the same software and use it to form your budget and help you to go through the bidding process. So, you know, it's just a great tool for owner builders because you don't have to rely on getting bids up front, and you can get an accurate assessment of what reality is. So let me ask you this. Would you recommend to owner builders to use this software in the design stage?
I would recommend it. I think it gives people a better understanding of what is going to be involved. And I also was looking at this from the perspective that if I do owner builder, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do owner builder, but if I do owner builder, I have a ballpark right now of what these different areas will cost. So when I start getting bids, if I'll be able to tell if they're being reasonable, if they're trying to take advantage of the project and the particular areas that they're bidding. So yeah, I think it gives you, they say knowledge is power. And so there's so many questions to be answered as you go into something of this scale. And so I think it really helps and potentially could save money as you get further down the road as you get ready to build your house.
Well, Brian, thanks for sharing your experience. I know it was a couple of hours, but I think it was well spent. And thanks for being in our group and sharing your experience with our group.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking the time to go through it with me, Larry. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Take care.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.